Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Omosh was arrested last week, then he was released. Again later, he was re-arrested. And the ghetto president Gaucho was explaining to the Bunge la Wananchi why Omosh was arrested. And again, the reason why the government is hunting for Nuru Okanga. According to him, from the sources he got the information, is that these two have been using an abusive language toward William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And according to Gachagua, or those who are supporting Gachagua and William Ruto, is that these two have family, that Ruto has a family, he has children, he has grandchildren, same to Rigathi Gachagua. So because of that, there is language that shouldn't be used on them because of their position in society or in their family. So first of all, I wanted to listen to Gaucho giving that response. Then from there are questions he's asking, and we are also going to ask the same question on this punchline. Now, the truth is that in as much we are trying to play politics here, all of these leaders from both Azimio side and the Kenya Kwanza should be respected. But then, when you think about that respect again, you go back to these leaders and check on how they handle themselves, how they respond to other leaders, then you wonder, how do you respect them? Because respect is earned. So first of all, I wanted to listen to William Samoei Ruto when he was referring to the former CS for Defense, Eugene Wamalwa, as a woman. Then you can understand where Gaucho is coming from and where he's heading to. And from there you can conclude if indeed Omosh and Nuru Okanga should be arrested or not.
Nilisikia jamaa mwingine ambaye jamaa mwingine nilimpatia kazi ya waziri. Anatoka huku kwenu. Ati anasema ati mimi sijui nilikuwa nataka kumchapa kofi. Mimi nataka nimwambie hawa jamaa. Unajua huku kwetu hatuchapi kofi wanawake. Ndio? Mumujibu hivyo mwambie hivyo. Tunawaheshimu wanawake. Angalia mambo yake ya kofi. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja? Na umwambie awache mdomo mrefu. Bila mimi angekuwa anatembea barabarani. Mimi ndio nimemtoa kwa mtaro nikampatia kazi ya waziri. Hawaje kuongea maneno mengi hapa. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Serikali mimi ndio niliunda na Uhuru Kenyatta. Huyo jamaa alikuwa anahangaika barabarani. Sasa hii yako na mdomo kutoka hapa mpaka South Africa. Unaongea mambo ya nani wewe? Sijui kabisa. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja?
Amenitusi sana. Na leo nataka nimwambie William Ruto ya kwamba Michelle Obama once said, when they go low, you go high. When they go low, we go high. Today, William Ruto, you have stooped the lowest you have in your public life. What you say today, now, the insults against Eugene Wamalwa was quite unprecedented. Very unprecedented. Na hii nataka ni kuombe kwa heshima sana na kuheshimu. Mimi sijawahi kutusi. Mimi nikisema ukweli labda kuna yale yamefanyika kwa cabinet. Sababu ya kiapo tulichonacho, we don't say everything that happened. Lakini nikisema ukweli ya kwamba William Ruto ulitaka kunifuta kazi 2018, it is the truth. Ya kwamba ulikuwa na hasira hata ukataka kunichapa kofi, it is the truth. It's not an insult. Ya kwamba ulitaka kuchapa Matiang'i kofi, it is the truth. We have witnesses.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, I know most of you have been listening to Omosh when he's speaking, because even we have been sharing some of those clips here. And you know how he talk. we understand when he said that the president and his deputy should be the first example as far as the ruling of the Supreme Court is concerned to do with the matters of the people with the LGBTQ plus community. For him, he was saying that it should be William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua first of all to do this. Then from there, Kenyans can buy into this, because many people believe in this country that this thing is being pushed from the people from the West, and they were here, they poured money, and from there we saw the ruling. That means William Ruto and Martha Koome are all aware what is happening, and because these are the leaders in this country, they have allowed this thing to happen here. For me, they were just right to tell the president and his deputy to be the first example if they want Kenyans to go into that direction. I still stand with that statement, because many Kenyans were not happy with this ruling. They were angry, and we can see William Ruto came out to defend himself, and we can understand he's trying to play politics because he has realized that this thing is not being received well on the ground. Many people are rejecting it. Gachagua came out to say that he was shocked. Shocked where and how? They were all aware about what was happening here. There's nothing like a shock. So that means they were in agreement of this thing. There's a possibility of the judiciary and the executive sharing some issues here to allow such thing to go through. Because let me tell you one thing. The Supreme Court of any country is a political court, whereby they consider so many things before they make any ruling. That is a political court. So we have it. There are things they will consider several, there are matters before they make a ruling. They will consider several things before they make a final ruling. The political consequences, among other things. So there is somehow how these leaders worked together. And everyone could tell the reaction even from the US ambassador to that same matter. It explains a lot of things. So the other issue I want to talk about is all about the arrest of Omondi, not Omosh. Yeah. You have heard William Ruto referring to Eugene Wamalwa as a woman, mtu wa mdomo mrefu. Yote ni matusi yote. So ukisha tusi another leader like this one, Ruto was a deputy president by that time, second in command, a man who could easily become the president if Uhuru is not there. He could abuse other leaders junior to him in this manner. So what do you expect Kenyans to do? They will follow what you are doing and they will say the same things. So for me, I cannot condemn Omosh or Onuro Kanga by the way they refer to William Ruto in whichever manner they want to do, if I can see Ruto also doing the same here. Ruto is the real example, and I can say a bad example to our youth in this country who are trying to play politics. He has been using abusive language towards other leaders. Besides this, we have seen how they engineered to refer to Raila Amolo Odinga and all those names. Up to now, Ruto is the president. Sometimes he normally still refer to Raila Amolo Odinga as Mutu wa Kitendawili. He will go to an extent of even talking about Muchawi. They used to call him Kihe. Even me here, when I analyze, kuna wale watu wana support Ruto, ile matusi saa zingine watakwambia utashangaa. Yeah, they refer to me as an uncircumcised. By the way, I'm comfortable with that. If I'm circumcised or not, me I'm comfortable. Because it does not hinder me in any way. Performance iko sawa, kila kitu iko sawa, so I don't care. So I will not come here to defend myself in any way. I'm just comfortable. But we understand this thing has been started by politicians themselves. So the real reason why they are putting Omosh behind the bus is not all about this abuse, but we understand it's a part of that. But it's just to intimidate other youths who are trying to come out and speak their mind, stand for the truth, and join Raila Amolo Odinga to be in front line to fight for their life. Sababu kutoka nje, kuingia kwa maandamano na kuongea mawazo yako ni kupigania haki yako. You have a right to do so. This is just an intimidation to other youth who would want to join them, or other youth who support the ideas. So that you will not support that idea, you cannot go in that direction. That is the real thing they are doing here. Of course they can feel bad that they are being abused. Omosh Tazgana anasemanga mguu ya Ruto imefura, sijui anaomba ifanye nini. You know, they also do the same. Gachagua will use an acceptable language towards Raila Odinga. So what do you expect the youth to do? For me, I put this on these two people, Gachagua and William Ruto. They are one of the worst example to our youth when it comes to the choice of what they use towards other politicians. It's not acceptable. So let them not hide behind the issue of youth using an acceptable language. They started it. So it's all about intimidating the youth so that they cannot stand out for themselves, so that they cannot fight for themselves. But again, the more you arrest this youth, the more you make them popular. For example, right now, Nuru Okanga with time, he might be vying for an elective position. Why? Because these people are making popular by following him, by trying to intimidate him, by threatening him. The more they arrest him, the more he becomes popular. Omosh also will go in that direction. So utasikia anataka UMCA. And people will vote for him because in Kenya, once you try to intimidate someone, Kenyans normally have sympathy toward that person. So, sympathy votes will be weighting this youth. So Ruto, knowingly or unknowingly, he's making this youth popular. Something good. So let him continue arresting them and they will become popular. They will deal with him and they will expose him.